The thing that we want to recognize is that if we start from the belief that we're not and that we don't have, then it's very difficult for us to hear that we already are. And that's what was happening to me in those prosperity classes. I was starting from a belief that I didn't have it. I was starting from a belief that it wasn't mine. See, and as they would say, you already are, it was like that truth would just bounce off of me. It would just go, boop. You already have it, boop. It's already given, boop. It would just bounce right off of me because there was something in me that simply couldn't hear it because I was starting from the awareness that I wasn't. I was starting from the belief that I didn't have it. And that's the secret. That's the secret that Ernest Holmes is talking about in terms of receiving. What if we started from the awareness that I am? What if we started from the awareness that I am already that and allow ourselves to build on that? See, we've got to be able to receive it. See, and Ernest Holmes tells us in this chapter, still the first page of the chapter, he tells us what receiving it looks like. He says, what we draw from this power, we must draw through the channel of our own minds. A unity must be established, and a conscious connection must be made before we can derive the benefits which the greater mind is willing to reveal or impart to us. Only as we partake of its nature, it imparts of itself. Only as we partake of its nature, it can tell us only what we can understand. Now that's critical. That's critical because he's saying that we can only experience the amount of prosperity or love or beauty or freedom or health and wholeness as we can know ourselves to be. I am that. I am that. If we can claim that, if we can receive that and move from that space, that's what he's telling us. This is a very, very powerful awareness. There was a great note from the universe last week, and it said, the universe is saying, I don't quite get how there can be so many gorgeous people in time and space, Darlene, yet so few who choose to see their own beauty. So when I read that, I thought to myself, how much of our truth are we willing to receive? See, how much of that are we open and receptive to? When somebody gives you a compliment about how beautiful and wonderful you look, how do you receive that? See, there are times, the thing we want to recognize is that we live in an infinite universe. It's infinite. All things are possible and available to us now. That's what we have to know. But this would mean that if we're feeling stuck, that there would have to be some aspect of our truth that we are not willing to receive right now. See, the beauty of it is, isn't this simple? There's some aspect of my truth that I'm not open to right now. There's some aspect of my truth that I'm saying no to right now. For whatever reason. Now, I can't even begin to tell you how many people I work with, and I tell them the truth of themselves, and I watch them as that truth just bounces off. Boom. You are good, and you deserve good. Boop. You are so talented. Boop. It's that part of us that just refuses to receive this good. Just denying that it's here for us, denying that it's what we have to give to the world. So again, how much of your truth are you willing to receive? How much of that? See, it doesn't matter what we've been told in the past. It doesn't matter what somebody told us. See, so stop using that as our excuse. Stop using that as a reason to stay stuck. See, it doesn't matter what terrible thing you did at some point in your life. God is a God of the now. What was. See? It doesn't matter if we got a divorce or we didn't finish college or we got fired or we got laid off. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you lost your home. It doesn't matter. All that matters is how much of your truth are you willing to receive now. So this morning is about receptivity. We're taking Dr. Holmes's message about what it does and the way that it works, and we're understanding the importance of our own receptivity in this area. See, the science of mind teaches us that we don't have to create love, that we don't create joy, we don't create power, peace, harmony, health. We don't create any of those things. All of these things are attributes of God, and guess what? We don't create God, do we? See, all these things that we receive through our belief and our understanding of our relationship to these attributes. That's what we receive. See? And the science of mind also tells us that not only do we not have to create these God attributes of love, light, power, peace, joy, and prosperity, and freedom, and all that, it also tells us that we don't even have to create our demonstrations.